Hello, welcome to Connect Info Systems. In today's video, we'll see how we can create an item in the ERPNext. So we have the item list, add item. The pop-up will come where we can just mention this list and we can save it. But let's go with the edit full form. So right now I'm adding Samsung Mobile A17 5G. Let's take this one. And now we can add the item group here, which is mobile. Then we have all these fields related to the item. Is it exempted? It is zero rated. What are the number of items in this stock? And all these fields. If it says a vendor related to this one, we can also add. Now we can add the HSN number. Okay. We can also add the description. Something like this, where we can see the all details of this mobile. We can mention the brand, the Samsung, the unit of measure, which is numbers. Okay, so we have created the items with the basic details. Here are the different buttons. If you want to disable this item, it's not in use anymore. We can just disable it from here itself. Allow alternative item is useful at the time of the manufacturing. Then we have the maintain stock. If you want to maintain stock of this item, if this item has variants, that way we can click this variant one. How this variant works, let's see an example of it. Here I have created a variant of sweatshirts. In this, I have the attributes like the color, size, and the fabric. I can add multiple colors for this. Example, blue, black, gray, all these colors I can add. Same with the size, the medium size, large size we can add. The fabric can be knitted or the woven. So that way we can add multiple rows into the attributes itself. Now, how we can create, if we can create multiple variants, we can click the single variants as well. So right now, if I'm creating ash brown, the size we are taking at the small, the fabric will be knitted. It's that simple. The item has been created. So this is for the variant one. Same we can just do with the simple item. The variant won't be here. You can see the tab of variants in this item, but if we are untick this button, there will be no variants. So both ways are possible in ERPNext. Next, we can see the valuation rate. Is this a fixed asset? If it's an asset, we can just click this asset one. We can select the category for this asset and it will be created. Then we have this dashboard. So any related transactions done with this item will be seen over here. We can see all the tabs from the purchase to the manufacturing to selling and all. Now we'll be moving to the inventory one. Shelf life in days. Does this item has its shelf life? We can mention it over here if it's being useful, or it will be there for 365 days. End of life will be we can say we can select whenever it will be ended. As of now, let's take it 2027 of Jan 1st. Its end life will be there. Default material request whenever we are doing the purchase. So at the time of indent, what will be the type? We are putting it as a purchase. We'll purchase it. Valuation methods are there in ERP. Either what you want to follow, FIFO, moving average, or the LIFO. So basically, FIFO is the default one. You can select it as per your company's process. Then we have the warranty period in days. For this item we are taking, it will be around 180 days of the warranty. What's the its weight per unit? We can just add the weight. 350 gram we are taking as of now. Then we have this button, allow negative stock. Even if its item is not there in the physical store, then also we can just buy or we can manufacture. So that way it's there, which you should not use this button until unless it's much required or followed in your company. Then we have this barcode system maintained in ERP, barcode as well as QR code. Both are available in ERP Next. It will auto create it on the basis of the purchase and the sales. You can just scan it. So next comes the safety stock, which is really important for our stock department. Right now, I have zero stock and nobody is aware of it. So what you can do, you can just put this mark, all warehouses. We can also select the stores. So where it will come in this store warehouse. Reorder level, at what level it should go below, then we'll put it order. So example I'm taking, if it goes below 5, we should have the order for next 10 items. So that way we can create the safety stock for this particular item. If you are maintaining the batches or serial numbers, so we can just tick mark this. It will auto create the batches. If we have the expiry of this item, we can click has its expiry. So system will auto set the expiry and will also configure through emails that it is going to expire. So that way we can always track our inventory in the system. We can also set the batch number series if we have, like we can see in this example. If we don't do, then the system will fetch the default series. Okay, now this is done. We'll be moving to, let's just save this one. Now we have the accounting of it. We can also set which expense account it should go to, who are the default suppliers for it, what is the default discount will be given to this particular item, what will be the default income account while we are selling this item. So that way we can just configure all these things in our master itself. Now we are moving to the purchase. So in purchase, we can mention the default unit of measurement, which will be numbers itself. Minimum order quantity, what should be the minimum one? Example, we have set, let it be 10. The safety stock is already here. We can do it either ways through our auto reorder where the email will be done, but here just the notification will get. Lead time in days, how much time will it take to get from the supplier? We can mention this time, so accordingly we can maintain our inventory on timely basis. We have our supplier details over here. We can set some default suppliers for this particular item in the ERPNext. Then our foreign rate, if we can mention custom tariff number for this if we are buying it. Then next comes the sales part. We can also mention the default sales unit for this one, how we are selling this. The maximum discount we can give on this particular item, we can set it over here. Even we can say that 20% is the highest we can give. Same goes with the customer. We can set our particular customers if we are dealing in different parts. Next, we can see here is the tax. Here we can add the taxes as per 18% is there, but it also has the 12% of the tax. So that way we can mention multiple taxes in single item. So at the time of transaction, we can select which taxes we are going with. Then comes the QC. If QC is required before we purchase this item, then we'll tick mark this one. If QC is required before we are delivering this, then we'll tick mark this one. What template it should take, we can select the templates from this one part. Then lastly is the manufacturing. Are we going for the manufacturing? Should we include this item? Shall we just supply raw materials for purchase? If it has any license name, we can mention that one. So that way we can see we are done with this item masters creation in the ERPNext. If you have any query, please do let us know and then we can just dive and check it. Thank you.